Bamurru Plains is situated on the north coast of Australia, about 80 kilometres from Darwin. It's also about 10 kilometres from the western boundary of Kakadu National Park, which is a World Heritage Area. It takes about 20 minutes by plane. If you drove it, it's about 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on how you drive, of course. But during our wet season months, this area is only accessible by air. That's why we have the capabilities of flying people in, both by plane and helicopter. And coming in that way, they also get a very good perspective of what it's like, this area, the isolation, how the floodplains operate, and they see the river systems and everything else. We've got the buffalo, we've got horses, we've got pigs, we've got dingoes, we've got wallabies, we've got all those sort of land-based animals. And of course, we've got the ever-present crocodile. Now, these buffalo, they're pretty smart animals. They've learnt over time that there's these crocodiles out here, and of course, the station here loses about 1,000 head of buffalo every year to crocodiles. Now, with that in mind, the adults have told the children that basically it's too dangerous out there, so they leave them here on shore with a couple of adults, and they'll take turns, the parents, coming in and looking after the rest of them. People always ask me what's the difference between wallabies, wallaroos and kangaroos. Well, basically the size. So we don't get offended if you call them kangaroos. Swim Creek Station, guys, it's about 300 square kilometres in size. Just to the north of us up here, about 6 kilometres is the coast. Here at Bamurru Plains we offer bushwalking, four-wheel drive tours, but the most exciting one of all is driving around in the airboats. There's also hundreds of different types of birds, and they all come here basically to breed and feed. Bamurru is an Aboriginal word for magpie goose, and during the wet season we have about 1 million magpie geese that will come here to nest. So if you can imagine, it gets quite noisy sometimes. One thing at Bamurru we can guarantee is some amazing food, which is all local produce. And of course, to go with that, we have premium wines from Australia and icy cold beers.
We serve lunch at about 2 o'clock and usually out here on the deck as well. This is the best spot to be sitting during the day. It's cool, you've got the shade and you've got the pool.
The activities that we run are either early morning or late afternoon where it's nice and cool. And during the heat of the day, we've got that beautiful cool swimming pool out the front there, which people can relax in, watch the wildlife, and just generally kick back.
The bar is an open bar. The chef is open to suggestions if you're hungry. You should never be peckish here. If there's anything you desire, please let us know.
The salad today is a very simple Spanish-style salad. All our herbs grown here, and some fruit and vegetable as well. Chaga of corn, Spanish-style salad, and some baked bread. Enjoy. Okay, thank you.
5:30, 6 o'clock. We have some canapes on the deck while we watch the sunset, which sets just over the edge of the deck there. Then we sit down to dinner for a nice family dinner. Everyone sits down together at about 7:30, 8 o'clock, depending on how everyone's doing. Okay folks, so the concept in your bedroom here is very much so that you can see and feel and hear your surroundings. That's why we have this shade mesh rather than walls or windows. It lets the breeze come through, keeps you cooled down, and also lets the smell and the sound of all the wildlife that is around you, and it will be all around you at night time and in the morning. There will be wallabies all around here, as well as buffalo and loads of birds. The corellas, you can hear them already, they're all feeding out here. Yeah, your doors do close and your windows do come down as well, but why would you come out here if you wanted that? You could stay in town for that. You've got a much thicker mattress here, which we hope is very comfortable, and 500 plus thread count cotton sheets and 3 different kinds of pillow. You've got a feather pillow, a softer pillow and a hard pillow.
Bamurru Plains, wild bush luxury.